What's going on, everybody? It's Henry here, and I'm here with my friend, my dear friend Andre out in Ontario, Canada. Yes, we're making calls in Canada now. We're on Zoom here, and I'm going to be coaching him, going through a few things over Zoom while he's making some phone calls. So stay tuned. This is going to be a great learning lesson for those of you who are just starting out in the real estate business.
All right, thanks, Henry, for having me on and be able to give me some coaching on this. The first thing I guess I wanted to talk about or to mention with you is the marketing versus prospecting, right? I tried both cases with doing marketing, but with marketing, as you probably know, like there's ups and there's downs, and then I'm not the biggest fan of cold calls, but prospecting is what you have to do every day to be able to generate that new consistent business, right? To be able to fund your marketing with it.
I feel like a lot of people have this misnomer about cold calling. And for me, I mean, it's been a foundational thing for my career. And I know I'll do it for the next 5-10 years of my life. And I look at it as it's not so much about every single call that you make. It's more of a consistency factor and just making a bunch of calls, knowing that you're going to get a percentage. Because listen, the thing about real estate is I can't control whether you want to sell it or not.
Yeah.
You do or you don't, and that's okay either way. Because if you don't want to sell it, I'll just move on. And if you do want to sell it, fantastic. I'm here to help you, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not attached to the result, and I think that's always helped me the most when it comes to cold calling. Because now I just cold call for investment properties.
I like that, like not being attached to the result. Well, I mean, I guess every call session I go into, the goal is to book an appointment, right? Or to get in.
And that's still my mindset. I want to book an appointment with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just not attached to the result. Because I just know that if I make enough calls, I'll get an appointment. Because you cannot control people's responses, but you can control your output or your actions. So that obviously if today you're making calls and you haven't set an appointment yet, it's because you haven't called enough people. Or enough warm potential leads.
What has that ratio been that you've generally seen for how many calls and appointments to potentially close?
Listen, there's so many variables. I mean, it depends on the lead that you're calling. Because if you're just circle prospecting a neighborhood, the odds of somebody actually looking to sell the property is very low. And so at the end of the day, I don't think there's a general rule of thumb. I just know that the point that I want to make clear with everybody is make the calls. Just call. Don't be attached at all to any result, period. Because I'm telling you, some of my closest friends now, some of my investment partners now, some of the people that I've done the most business with now were cold calls. Years ago. They're just people I cold call years ago and then built a relationship with over time. And then all of a sudden now we invest in deals together. Look, all sales is asking very strategic questions in a fashion so that you get a result. Right? That's all sales is asking very powerful strategic questions that get them to give you the answers you're looking for. It's like a funnel. I ask the same, call it 10 to 20 questions on every call. I'm not coming up with questions. There's over the years I've read so many scripts at this point, and you look at every sales script in real estate, it's basically the same 10 to 20 questions. The whole purpose of a sales script in real estate is getting their motivation and then closing for an appointment. That's it.
So it's good that I'm focusing on those three pillars: qualification.
Yeah, those are fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go through it. Go for it.
Okay, perfect. Ring.
Hello?
Hi, Henry.
Yes.
My name's Andre. I'm a real estate agent with Sutton Realty. Did I catch you at a bad time?
So first off, I would never say you called me a bad time because you give me an opportunity to say no, or answer. You give me an opportunity to say that it is a bad time.
The reason I say that, or I added that into my script, is because I'm never split the difference. He says, if they say no the first time, did I catch you at a bad time? No. You let their guard down? Have you found in your experience, or should I kind of switch it around a little bit?
I just jump right into it. I always feel, listen, there is never a good time to be cold called. And you can even just say, hey, you registered for my website. Just answer. I try to overcome every objection that I possibly can get right away. Hey, you registered for my home search website within the last 24 to 36 hours. Just wanted to reach out to you. Again, this is Henry with EXP Realty. Just curious if you're looking to buy a home within the next, were you planning on buying a home in the next 90 days, or what were your goals around buying a home? That'd probably be the best question I would ask.
That's awesome. I never thought of that.
I don't want to ask questions that are yes or no. I want to ask questions that get them talking.
Ring.
Hello?
Hi, Henry.
Yes.
This is Andre from Sutton Realty in Barrie. The reason for the call today, Henry, I know I'm interrupting your morning, so I'll keep it quick. I want to know if you're just scoping out the real estate market, or if you're actually looking to purchase a property And if you are, how I can help out with that process.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing that the market's going nuts. We're definitely looking to buy a home. We know interest rates are low.
Yeah, yeah. And what have you seen? How have you been looking online?
We just peruse on the same home search websites everybody is.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And what are you looking for specifically, Henry?
Um, we're not sure yet. I mean, like this is preliminary. We're renting, and our lease is up in about 4 or 5 months, and we're just looking to kind of get an idea of what's out there.
That's exciting. Is this going to be your first home?
Yes.
What are your goals for purchasing real estate? Are you looking to expand into a family, kind of have some land for yourself, not pay the rent, pay off your own mortgage, build up some equity, different things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're tired of renting.
Yeah, I hear you. And what's the timeline, if I may ask, for when you're looking to move into your dream home?
I mean, look, our rental is over in 4 to 5 months, and I mean, ideally, we don't want to rent again, but we would probably, if we needed to, we can extend the lease. Our landlord's pretty easy.
Are you signed for a year lease now, or is it month to month?
No, we're in a year lease for the next 4 or 5 months. So
Okay,
we're not like a super rush.
so afterwards it goes month to month, and it's nice that you have that flexibility to move when you want to. The fun part being, what are you looking for in terms of bedrooms and bathrooms and a garage?
Somewhere around a 4 bedroom would be ideal. We have one kid and one on the way, and need a space for an office for now.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, Henry, but really quickly, what we like to do with clients and even first-time home buyers, whether you're looking to purchase now or 6 months down the road, is just sit down, whether it be virtually on Zoom or in person, and we like to actually go over the paperwork that you're going to need to be able to purchase a property. Are you familiar with the legal documents required to buy a home, or is it kind of
No,
really
I'm not.
just dipping your toes in the water? That's exactly why we want to help out, so that when it comes down to purchasing a property and in the market that we are in now, where things do tend to move quickly, you're not stressed or worried about what you're signing. We know what we're doing. We get to the fun part of viewing homes, and when it comes down to putting down an offer, we can focus our energy on the strategy. What's your schedule like next week?
I'm pretty available next week.
Awesome. Evenings or in the morning would work better for you?
Evening works best for me.
Okay, let's say 6 o'clock on Monday. Does that work?
Yeah, that should be fine.
And is it going to be you, or is your partner going to be available as well, and we can kind of sit down and go through it once and knock it out there?
I can make sure my wife's available.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. What's your wife's name?
Her name is Simone.
Simone. Well, pleasure to meet you, Henry. I'd love to say hello to Simone and meet her in person on Monday. I'll shoot you an email with the confirmation, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks so much for taking the call. Have a great day. Cheers.
So I would just say this, right? Like the whole purpose of that call is for what?
To book an appointment.
100%. So I would try to keep it short, sweet, to the point, and just book your appointment.
Yes, I think asking about the bedrooms and bathrooms, I just kind of just like started freestyling. I was like, okay, I shouldn't be doing that. It's qualify. They're open to an appointment, which they were. You can talk all about that afterwards.
No, that's all right. Listen, I mean, all I'm saying is like, yeah, keep it straight, direct, to the point, set the appointment, and get off the phone. And then like immediately send a text and an email confirmation and done.
Yeah, I'm also a little nervous because I'm doing this in front of a pro who's judging me, but I'm doing my best.
Listen, man, it's all good. It's all good.
The next segment I quickly want to talk about was I essentially it's online and I only have this one lead source, right? What would you recommend for another lead source to be able to get phone numbers? Because I think that's so much harder to get a phone number than it is to get an email. I can throw up a Facebook ad and say, hey, do you want to subscribe to my weekly email? And some people might do it, but getting a phone number, getting a real person's contact is much harder. So I have, this pay-per-click stuff. Should I just continue double down on it? Are there other methods to maybe do it cheaper?
When you're dealing with marketing and call it lead generation, I mean, everything, like $1 something per click is incredible, right? Like I wouldn't really try to focus on, that's not what I would spend my time, energy, and effort on. I mean, I would try to figure out the best way to get more seller leads,
Yeah.
Because, listen, anybody on the planet, a large majority of people right now are looking to buy property. Like, there's a lot of people looking to buy. I don't think you'll ever have a problem getting buyers right now. I really don't think so. The tough part right now is getting sellers, and that's where all the money is. Right? Whoever can, leads, listings, and leverage. That's all that matters in real estate. I mean, really go back to the fundamentals to understand that. Where I would spend a lot of time now just trying to get some phone numbers for people who are considering selling their properties.
The door knocking is one avenue to do that, right?
Yeah, listen, I mean, like, again, I just think cold calling is just a simpler version of door knocking. If you like to door knock, door knock. If you like to cold call, cold call. I just say, like, if you're not doing some type of seller lead gen on a daily basis, your business is going backwards. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm the kind of person where like I just don't accept no. I just don't accept that it's not possible. Again, and listen, if door knocking's simpler for you and you've done it and you're comfortable, go crazy. I mean, I would hit 100 doors a day. It's just a matter of how bad do you want it. And I know weather can be an issue, but like, dude, I'd be doing it in the rain, shine, or not. It doesn't matter.
Is that initially how you built up your business when you started?
But with cold calling, yeah. I mean, I don't really door knock, right? I got accustomed to cold calling because that's what my mentor told me to do. So I got into that. Again, if door knocking's simpler by you, do it. It's the same principles.
Yeah. And just before we jump into the calls, Henry, my last question is: is there a specific CRM that you would recommend? I use LionDesk personally to manage tasks, follow-ups, and contacts.
So when it comes to CRM, I make the joke that legitimately anything that you use is fine. Just use a CRM. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're all the freaking same. I use a company called Brevity. If you like LionDesk and it does everything you need it to do for now, great. The only way to go from a deal and a half or so a month to 3, 4, 5, 6 plus a month, right, is by having a really powerful lead generation system and process, right? So for me, I spent 36 months straight building a network of people who could flow me business, who could give me business, who could push business my way. It was very purposeful. Every week I had one mission: find one new person, 2 new people that I could connect with and see if we could vibe together, see if if the relationship could make sense, see if we thought the same way, see if we could connect on a different level than just platonic, surface level relationships. And if the answer was yes, great. And we would really move forward with the relationship and see how we could kill it together, right? And start working really hard together and push a business towards each other, right? And if it wasn't, I would move on to the next person. I just wanted to build a basis of people, And if you'd ever build a basis of people to refer you business, which, by the way, could be as simple as your past client list, your current client list, right? I would start there. I would start with your friends, family, people that you like, you trust already,
And then like slowly continue like working your way, because it's true. We're about 1 deal or 1.5 deal. Sometimes it carries over to 2 a month from like online stuff, referrals. And then obviously my business partner, who is kind of a mentor as well, he's a little better at the cold calling than I am, so I'm still catching up to his level and to do it. But yeah, okay, let's jump into the fun part, into the calls.
Hi, you've reached Carmel. I can't get to the phone right now. If you'd like to leave me a message, please do so at the tone. Have a good day.
Hi Carmel, this is Andre from Sutton Realty in Barrie. Please make a call or text back at 705-350-0060. That's 705-350-0060. I'd love to talk to you about real estate opportunities in and around the Barrie area. Again, 705-350-0060. Cheers. How'd you rate the voicemail?
Let's just review for people who are listening here. What is your thoughts on what a voicemail is for? What is the sole purpose of a voicemail?
Yeah, call you back.
That's it. Doesn't matter what you say. You can speak gibberish. If it gets them to call you back, great. You know what I mean? Like, there's no other purpose, right? So I'm a big proponent of less information is more information. You want to leave them curious, right? And I did like the fact that you repeated your phone number several times. I think that's important. I just think that you could just say like, hey, this is Henry with EXP Realty calling you because I have the perfect home for you coming on the market shortly. Love to chat with you about it before it's gone. Phone number is 908-216-6532. Thank you. Short, sweet, drive curiosity, to the point, name, where you're from, your phone number at least twice on a voicemail, and why you're calling as fast as you can. And obviously you got to talk to the same pace that they are. So if she speaks slow on the phone from the voicemail, you want to speak a little slower. Like if I'm speaking to an older person on the phone or the voicemail, I can tell that they're on the older side. I would speak slower because if you talk too fast, you're gonna miss them. Don't worry, I'm not that intimidating. All right, I'm like 5'6". I can't fight. We're good.
Hello?
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi.
This is Andre from Sutton Realty in Barrie. Did I catch you at a bad time?
This is?
Andre from Sutton Realty. I'll keep it quick here because I know I'm interrupting, but really quickly, I wanted to see whether you're just scoping out the real estate market, or if you're actively looking to purchase a property. And if you are, how might be able to help out with that process?
I'm just kind of browsing for my mom. We're not really looking for.
Okay, yeah. Does your mom have an agent that she's already working with, or are you guys just checking out some properties online?
Yeah, we're just checking out some properties online.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's exciting. What are you looking for?
We're more interested in like bungalows.
Okay, yeah. Is she looking to downsize?
Well, right now we have a townhouse, so wouldn't really need that much
Yeah,
of a difference.
that's
But
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. Are you guys in Barrie? Are you looking to stay in Barrie?
we're in Innisfil, but yeah, in this area, very.
And I am. Let me grab your email and we can communicate from there. But I'd love to send you over a couple properties of interest for you that she might be interested in. Cool. I got it there. Sorry, I heard someone else might want to talk there.
Oh yeah, it's my mom.
Oh hey, I can talk to the phone on her. I can talk to her on the phone if she wants.
Yeah, sure. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. What's your name?
It's Rose. What's your name?
Andre. Pleasure to meet you. I was just talking with Vanessa. She mentioned that you're looking to purchase a bungalow in around the Innisfil area, and I'd love to help out.
Yeah, maybe in the
Innisfil, Barrie. We service most of Simcoe County. I wanted to ask what you're looking for specifically in the bungalow in terms of bedrooms or bathrooms.
I want something that's finished from top to bottom.
Okay, yeah, finished top to bottom. Like not any work that needs to be done into it.
Hmm?
You don't want any work to put into it, like something that's ready, moving, ready.
Yeah, I'm at the stage where I don't want anything to do.
Okay, yeah. And what about the price point?
Oh, I know the prices have gone up, so
Do you have an idea of a price point that you're looking in?
I don't want to spend more than $1 million.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good price point. I think for that kind of money, you should be able to get a beautiful, beautiful bungalow. I know a couple in the Holly neighborhood. You know the Holly area. That is sold for under that price, which is awesome. Well, it'd be great, Rose, for me to. I have Vanessa's email. I'll send over some properties for you, and then if you guys are interested, we can go take a look at some and kind of meet from there, check them out, and talk about.
Yeah. Also, if you want to look in the Aurelia area,
Yeah. I'm
looking for my son.
Okay.
He's looking for something that's less than about $350.
Okay.
I guess we're not gonna find that either, right?
Potentially a condo, but for $350 in Aurelia, there's not too much available for that type of inventory.
What do you mean, condo?
Well, generally for the price point, anything under anything that's freehold is probably gonna run over 350, 400, 450.
What about land?
What about where?
Land.
Land has gone up. Land has gotten a little bit expensive. Yeah, especially developable land. I have clients that are looking that would want to build, but if you're looking at something that has 1 or 2 acres and you have the opportunity to build on it, so it's not zoned environmentally protected or anything different, it's running between $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. Would you be looking to sell your townhouse as well and then move into it, or?
I don't know. I'm actually thinking of renting mine.
Yeah, rent it out as investment property. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing to do,
Yeah.
right? Especially with the rent right now. I don't know if you saw, but Barrie has jumped up to one of the highest rents in Canada for a brief moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty crazy for a 1-bedroom there. But
Wow.
yeah, Rose, we can definitely set something up. If anything, and you want a free home evaluation, we can come by, take a look, give you a value of what your property might see. And going forward, if you wanted to bring that to the bank to give them an estimate of value, then that could work as well.
Yeah, I'm actually renovating some of my stuff too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, adding some value. That's awesome. Well, I don't want to keep you on the phone too long. I have your email here. I'll send it over, and hopefully we can set something up. Okay. Okay. Have a great day, Rose. Cheers.
Thanks,
Andre, I'll text you my contact info.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Fuck. Damn it, man. I could have done so much better.
Well, listen, dude. I mean, first and foremost, you got a seller lead for probably what, $500,000 to $1 million,
Yeah.
right? And then you got a buyer lead who's looking for $1 million bungalow and a $350,000 condo. I mean, that's not exactly a horrible phone call.
It's not, but I was just or maybe I shouldn't swear on YouTube, but like I was looking at you and I'm like, you're like set the appointment, and I'm like trying to think of a way to do it, but I'm definitely
I
gonna.
couldn't have wrote it any bigger. I have it underlined.
I clearly saw it, and I was just thinking, okay, does she want to go see a house? How do I set the appointment? She's purchased before, so my script for that usually is let's go over the documents. But damn it! I mean, I don't think that was as fluent as it should have been. I think I took it on too long. But what I'm gonna do, especially for this one, is look at some bungalow options, send them over to her, and call her again tomorrow with a better script prepared, and be like, hey, let's talk a little bit more about how we can make this happen, whether you're looking now or in the future. And then I'm gonna text her a
The
follow
only
up.
way to make money is face to face.
Yeah.
There's no other way to make money in this business. If you're not face to face with a client, you're never going to make any money.
Yeah.
My only thought, just like we talked about before, on a phone call is to do what?
Book the appointment. Qualify and book.
Everything else is secondary.
Hopefully.
There's going to be 3 sales at one time.
Hopefully, if I can close her on it. I just hope I'd have to make an amazing first impression in person. So we'll do that. But I think this next one will be better. I'm a little more warmed up
You
for
can't
it.
set a first impression unless you set an appointment first. So
Yeah. Maybe I'll follow up. I'll send you an email if I end up booking her for a showing or getting
Listen,
a price.
if someone says to you next week I'm busy, blah blah blah, what is your immediate response?
What about this weekend? Do it earlier.
Yeah. So okay, what about this weekend? Or we could do either the Monday or Tuesday on the phone. What works better for you?
Yeah.
Do not get off the phone without an appointment.
It's a skill. Goddamn. Oh, okay. Let's go for the next one. Hopefully, I'm a little more warmed up.
Let's do it. I just want to say you did a great job building rapport. Good job with that. I would just say enunciate more. You know, because it's like it could just be hard to hear you, and I just had to slow down and smile more. That's all. That's all I had for.
Hello, this is Terry speaking.
Hi, Terry. This is Andre from Center Realty in Barrie. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, I got the man. What's up?
Oh, awesome. So really quickly, man, I know I'm interrupting. I'll keep it quick here. The reason for the call today is I wanted to see whether you're just scoping out the real estate market or if you're actually looking to purchase a property. And if you are, how I might be able to help out with that process.
Yeah. So I'm a real estate investor in the GTA, and I'm looking for properties from the Golden Horseshoe to the Fort Limerick corridor, and we're looking for everything from buy and hold.
Well, the reason for the call is I wanted to sit down with you and talk about how we can help you find some off-market properties. How are you currently finding your deals?
So I work with other investors, and I have people in my network as well as I have my own campaigns for marketing and other people, just even realtors like yourself.
What about when you invest in your in your real estate properties? Do you keep them as rentals or do you sell them? Do you flip them?
I flip them. Well, we do everything, but mostly focusing on flipping right now.
Who do you work with to sell your properties?
So at the moment, I'm capable of selling them myself, as well as I have specialists in the market that I'm working in.
Oh, you sell the properties yourself? Have you worked with a realtor before to sell your property?
To sell a property, no.
Well, I'd love to ask while we're on the phone here, Terry. How obviously we just been on the phone. How can I bring you more value? I want to work together. I want to know what you're looking for and how I can bring you some more value.
So if you can bring quality leads or like quality listings, and I guess maybe negotiate something for sale prices and stuff like that, that would be helpful.
Why don't we sit down and talk about it, and I'll show you what we offer and what we can do to build your business. What's your schedule like Tuesday next week?
Tuesday, I've actually got a similar meeting to what you're proposing. I'm sitting down with someone.
What about Monday?
That might work.
What about Monday?
Yeah, that might work.
Morning or evening? I'll make it happen.
Preferably in the morning.
In the morning. How early?
Yeah. Well, I'm up at 6 or 7 a.m., but let's say maybe like 10.
7 o'clock. Where do you want to meet? You're in Mississauga, right?
Yes, I'm in the GTA.
Where do you want to meet?
I'm flexible. I'm kind of everywhere.
Okay. Is this your cell phone?
Yes, this is my direct line.
Okay. Let's set it for 8 o'clock on Monday, and we'll hammer out the address. I'll send you a couple options. Maybe a coffee shop near where you're working at.
Yeah, sure, that's not a problem.
Okay. Cool. Well, Terry, again, my name's Andre from Center Realty. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I look forward to how we can work together in the future.
All right, Andre, thanks for the call.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
I don't know about that.
Well, first off, send him a text really fast.
Yes.
So you make sure you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, just understand that, like, listen, if you're working with investors, all they want are good deals. All they want is good deals. They want to know you can find them. They want to know that you know what you're talking about when it comes to a good deal and you're not going to send them crap. Right? And, listen, I just wouldn't keep hammering, next time I wouldn't keep hammering about listing the properties. Because if you can bring him more deals than anybody else, he's eventually just going to want to continue to work with you no matter what. That's how you bring the most value to good investors. Bring them a lot of good deals. If you bring them a lot of good deals, they're going to want to keep working with you. Right?
My only hesitation there is that I mean, he's working with other realtors as well. So like I know what I'm gonna bring to the appointment. We have an investor folder that we put together. We do door knocking this. I'll bring in my listing booklet to show him what we can do for selling the property if he's selling themselves. But like my question is like, is it better to spend your time with this prospect or to continue calling others that that might
So as a realtor, we get 100,000 million people who are looking to buy property. There's a million of them. Everyone in the world wants to buy real estate. Right? I like to focus on, I have like 3 or 4 key people that I'll send every deal to. Right? I have like my main guy. If he doesn't want it, then I'll go to my next guy. If he doesn't want it, I go to my next guy. If he doesn't want it, I go to my next guy. That's it. You don't need 50 investors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you have that good base, great. If you don't have a good base, I'm always open to having a conversation with somebody about a deal. Because also, like, I even don't ever forget to say, like, listen, maybe he has a deal that's coming up that he's renovating that could be perfect for one of your buyer clients.
Yeah.
Keep it off market.
Yeah.
Listen, who cares? Like, I'll just ask him a million questions. So it's like, okay, well, do you have any other, investment properties that you're looking to sell right now? Like, I'm not here begging for a listing. I just might have a buyer who's looking for something that might fit the criteria. Saves you the listing commission. You don't got to deal with anything.
And I text him, hey, it's Andre from Sutton. Let's meet Monday at 8, and I'm gonna text him a follow up. But I've been stood up before, so I'm not sure. But I
You never know, dude.
I swear, my best investment partner I've ever had was a cold call 4 years ago. It's made me hundreds of thousands of dollars since.
well, that's that. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I was a little scared that no prospect was gonna pick up, but I think out of those 7, we got 2 answers, which is pretty good.
We'll take it.
I'm pretty happy with that.
If 2 answer for every 7, then you're talking to 25%.
Ratio almost.
They don't. I was like, that's why I was a little worried because sometimes.
No. What I'm saying to you is like, listen. All I'm saying is on average, let's just say like if 2 for 10 answer, right, which is not irregular. 2 for 10 answer, you just got to make 20, 30, 40 phone calls a day. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and I know that sounds crazy, but dude, there's nothing else more important than being on the phone.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't care what you possibly want to throw at me. Nothing.
Yeah.
If you speak to 20, 30, 40 people a day, every day for the next 90 days, how good do you think you're going to be doing in business?
Oh, I think you're gonna have too much to handle.
That's the point. Too many of us just stop making the calls first, man. We get busy doing crap work that doesn't make us money, and we always put the phone calls off first. I just prioritize the phone calls. I prioritize the phone calls because that's the most important thing. And I'd rather screw up and fall short on things that don't make me money. I'm not saying they're not important.
Yeah.
But I'd rather fall short there than fall short where it can improve my business.